coming in hot. Coming in hot.
Hello, guys.
Hey, why not?
Welcome to Two Brother Breaks here on this, what is it here, Tuesday evening. Glad to have you guys join us here. This is for this is for 10 Prizm Blasters Leo. So we have 10 in our break. I do believe there was an 8-box break that ended earlier, but that was with a different breaker. Guys, this is a 10 Prizm Blaster break, but glad to have you all here tonight. It's a middle of the weekday, don't have any football, but this last week did not disappoint. We had some fantastic games, some fantastic comebacks, really good stuff for sure. Oh, okay, good stuff. Glad you're in the right place, my man. Cool. Hey guys, well, we're going to jump right in here in a second. All the teams are sold for this. Do me a favor and give us a follow down below. Clicking that heart, that purple heart, is free to do. And it helps out our channel. We also have the option to subscribe, which I only recommend unless, if you get like a big hit and you're feeling loving, or if you have Amazon Prime, because Amazon Prime allows you to sub to one free content creator a month, which is really cool. It's a really cool thing that Amazon does, partnering with Twitch. So I encourage anybody who has Amazon Prime to use that sub on somebody, some breaker that you support. It doesn't have to be me. And then the last thing I'll shout out is our Discord channel, guys. I just put that link in the chat right there. We have a very active Discord channel, guys, where we talk sports and cards all the time. I really encourage you to check it out. It is free to join. It's a game changer when it comes to card collecting. We talked in there at length yesterday about the Topps Chrome debacle that took place yesterday. And I know some people who didn't see the post on social media, it's helping them out because now they know what to be watching out for and hopefully are not going to get ripped off when it comes to ripping Topps Chrome. So stuff like that. We also do, fantasy leagues in there for sports and other things like that. So definitely worth checking that out. Odas, it's great to see you, my man. How are you doing this evening? I feel like you're getting some really good prices, Odas, on these breaks. I just enjoy opening this stuff. We're running this virtually at break even right now. There's just a lot of football product out on the market, but this pack is being a stickler. But it's still worth breaking because it's just great getting to talk to you guys throughout the week. On the hunt for all the nice cards. We got some big Justin Fields hits the last break. It's good stuff. I encourage people to buy into breaks now with football stuff because, with the market being a little bit flooded with, Select being out, Optic being out, and a decent bit of Prizm still floating around, football prices are going to stay, pretty low for the time being. That won't be the case in a few months, right? So once a lot of this product gets worked through, yeah. Yeah, just fine, Odess. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully we can make your night a little bit better here. You got the 49ers, I think, if I remember properly. So we're going to see if we can find you some love. There's a Prizm there of Jeremy Chin. So yeah, Leo. Basically what happened was that, I'll actually, let me get through some of these cards here first, and we'll jump on and we'll talk about it. I won't forget. Ian Thomas. Woodson. There's a Trey Lance, Odess. That's a great start for you, bud. Already seeing one QB, and that card actually looks to be in great condition. Our first orange is going to be Calais Campbell. There's Devin Bush, Disley, Hunter. There's a rookie orange of Micah Parsons, orange disco there. That's fantastic. There's a Justin Herbert, second year card. Elijah Mitchell. Oh yeah, this is true. People in the Discord do have first shot at unpaid teams, which is definitely a huge benefit. Lawrence, Stephon Diggs. You also get discounted shipping too, which is real nice. Dobbins. Do we got any other magic in this first box here? There's a Najee base rookie. We did not see him at all in our last 10 blaster box break. Eric Stokes there, and then a Kids Reporter. All right, so on to the Topps Chrome, Leo. So basically, I don't know how much you follow baseball this year, but there are three main Topps releases throughout the year: Series 1, Series 2, and Update Series. Topps Chrome releases twice. So the first release of Topps Chrome covers Series 1 and Series 2, and then there's a Chrome update that covers the update series. So Topps released hobby boxes, light boxes, and blaster boxes on their website for Topps Chrome. And the checklist that they put out included what was expected to be the same sort of cards that were in Series 1 and Series 2. I feel like my camera angle is a little bit weird here. And the big names in the set are Wander Franco, O'Neal Cruz, and then there are short prints of two other big rookies, Julio Rodriguez and Bobby Witt Jr., and I think maybe Spencer Torkelson as well, who's also a pretty decent name. And those cards are short prints, so they're going to be harder to find in general, but they're definitely one of the big reasons to buy into the product, right? So, breaks started happening with the hobby and jumbo boxes, and people were like, we're not finding any of these short prints at all. And then Topps released a statement that said, we forgot to put the short prints in these products, or sorry, basically, which is just absolutely terrible. Like, such poor quality control. Like, they actually didn't know that the cards were missing from the set, which is crazy. So they're making up for it, quotations, air quotes, when we say making up for it, by sending a silver pack, which is like a pack that contains a few extra cards that are a parallel, so kind of like a pack that would just have orange discos or something like that. Pretty similar to this, like on the Panini front, like the Cello bonus packs, with the American kind of parallel. All except these are a touch more valuable. So they're basically going to send out another Cello pack to everybody who bought a hobby box or a jumbo box. There's some speculation that these Cello packs will have the opportunity to get those short prints. It's not clear. But the big thing is it doesn't really solve the problem. I mean, first, people didn't buy those hobby boxes at the price they were listed for, 2 silver packs in the hobby box minus valuable card opportunity. They bought those hobby boxes to hit those valuable cards. And in addition to that, by them only sending those silver packs, which that's all they can do, to the people who bought the hobby boxes, there's a lot of fear that breakers and hobby shops are just going to hog those packs and not actually have them filter down to... There's a patch here of Terrence Marshall. Filter down to people in breaks, or like say you pick up a hobby box in the hobby store, they may not include the extra silver pack. Especially if it's found out to be that you can get those short prints in those silver packs, then they're going to go for a ton of money. And I mean, it's very unlikely that your average hobby shop or breaker is going to do that. I mean, personally, I would, just because, my personal opinion, there's a Prizm Felipe Franks rookie card. That's a nice one. My personal opinion is you don't become a breaker to make money. You become a flipper if you want to make money. Breakers, I think, especially in my case, you just do it because you like the hobby, you like being around cards, you like the community that you build, that sort of stuff. So that wouldn't be a problem for me. But here's the interesting thing, we're not even going to get to see Jonathan Taylor here, at least myself. What those hobby boxes look like. I personally didn't order any hobby boxes because I thought the price was a little bit high. I decided to go with the light boxes this time around. So I bought some light boxes from Topps when they dropped, and I actually spent like 20 minutes on the phone with Topps support this morning trying to get some more information for everybody in the Discord. And they did not commit either way to saying if the problem persisted in the light boxes and blaster boxes, or if it's just in hobbies and jumbo. And there's definitely a chance it's just in the hobby and jumbo because hobby and jumbo boxes are printed first. So there is a chance that they haven't even printed the light boxes or the blaster boxes yet. There is that chance. Though I have seen some blasters in retail, so I'm not quite sure. That may not actually be the case. But they are separate production lines and print dates, so we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting, Leo, to see how that works out. Oh well, thank you, Odess. Murky, thanks for the subscription, my man. I really appreciate it. So much for supporting the channel. We got a Micah Parsons disco and a Trey Lance rookie card. Those are our two biggest hits so far. We are through 2 boxes. We also got a Najee Harris rookie card. Nothing on the Eagles front yet. Oh yeah, we did get a Terrence Marshall jersey card as well, but I honestly don't think the jersey cards are worth that much in this set. I could be wrong, but if you're like a fan of that team, I think that they actually look pretty cool and are a good grab. There's a Chuba rookie, Jimmy Graham on the orange disco. So we'll see. We'll see if the light boxes and the blaster boxes have the short print opportunity. I hope that they do. We're almost completely filled with 2 light box breaks in our Discord. There's like maybe 1 or 2 spots left in the second. So, we'll hopefully have a chance to pull one of those. It's a Kids Reporter behind that. If not, I hope that Topps, compensates us in some form there. Noah Gray, Prizm rookie there. Fireworks Joe Burrow insert. Rookie Cal Trask. Here's another patch, guys, and this one's going to be a Jamar Chase. Congrats to the Bengals. That's a nice looking card. Brian Burns on the disco. Mosley. Bosa. Let's see if we can get a nice hit here on our last orange disco. Jabril Cox. That's not going to do it for us, but the Jamar Chase there is nice. Congrats to whoever grabbed the Bengals. The break you watched last night had short prints. Odessa, what break did you watch? What were they breaking? And that's pretty big news if that's actually the case. What short print did they pull? Big homie, welcome to the chat, my man. Did you have the Bengals? Yeah, Chase is a big chaser, that's for sure. Chase is a big chaser there. He had a little bit more of a quiet week 2, right? But Bengals just looked off altogether. So, and I say this as a Steelers fan that we had no business winning that game week 1, but they've looked off for 2 weeks. When the Bengals are right, though, I mean, Jamar Chase is a superstar every week. How do you tell if they're light boxes? Well, they're light boxes if they have the black and silver diamond parallels. Kind of remember Odessa with the Bowman light boxes, right? How we chased the black and white parallels there. It's going to be the same thing with chrome. Those are the same sort of parallels we're looking for. Very similar box. If they were breaking, I didn't know people had those yet. If they were breaking hobby boxes, though, you know, either somebody's claiming that they got a short print and they didn't, or it's a different short print, because those short prints are definitely not included in the hobby boxes or the jumbos. Skinny. I mean, all of the chrome boxes are kind of skinny. Anyone buy any Jimmy G or Daniel Jones? I do not have cards of either of those guys personally. Yeah, congrats, big homie. Bengals, Texans, Jazz. You know, I saw your order and I thought to myself, man, you know, I felt like you got a really good deal for this break. So hopefully we hit for you. I was looking, I was like, those are 3 teams I definitely would be interested in, and I felt like it was you know, pretty reasonable too for 10 blaster boxes. So I was excited for you. I was like, I hope this guy just like has a fantastic break here. There's a Jimmy G. We were just talking about him. The other 2 bros, Najee Harris, Singletary, ETN there on the rookie. That's not a silver of that. It is not. Okay. Hooper. Hopefully ETN gets some more playing time, but I mean, also a huge fan of James Robinson, so it's tough there. I don't know who to root for in that backfield. Gannon. There's Ian Book. Disco. There's another breaker called 2 Bros. I did not know that. Well, Mike and I are more than bros. We are brothers. So, you know, we got that going for us. Isaiah Simmons. Man, don't be a dud box on us here. Come on. Rookie of Anthony Schwartz and Shane Buchel on the disco there. That was a dud. That was a dud box. Not a fan of that one, guys. All right. Let's try the next one here, guys. This is box number 5. Box number 5. As we approach the halfway mark here, we need to find some stuff here. A bronze box, and it was crap. I don't know what a bronze box is. Is that something they like made up? Is it like kind of like a repack sort of thing? There's the Mike emotes going. Guys, it took me a hot sec to make those emotes. Not gonna lie. They put bronze. They make bronze, silver, and gold boxes and put hobby packs in them. That's interesting. I personally would not buy any opened hobby boxes unless it's really somebody you trust, because I mean, you have no idea if they take the hits out or not or anything like that, right? Interesting. Huh. Sounds unique. Guess that's a cool way to keep a community going, but yeah, I don't know if I would. I mean, I don't know if I personally would fill that stuff with hobby packs. The Ami Brown on the disco. I mean, it just opens people up, even if you do your best to, you know, make it fair, and you know, you mix up the packs and you don't keep track of where the hits are and stuff like that. There's a Sam Ellinger. That's a silver rookie card there. We'll get him sleeved up. Here's a Trev on the fireworks there. First time we're seeing Trev. Yeah, it opens people up to blaming you for doing that or claiming you're doing that. There's a Javante on the patch there. That's a nice one for the Broncos. Congrats. We're hitting a lot of relics today. That's interesting. Let's try hitting some more rookie QBs. How about that? Devin Bush. Rookie card Javon Holland on the disco. David Carr. Come on. Robinson. Where are these QBs, guys? What we got here is our last card. Damian Harris. Ugh. All right. Not a fan. Not a fan. We got to turn it around here, guys. Ugh. All right. Let's try something here. Let's try getting like some music going here. Something like that. Let's pop it up. Let's try to get the mood high. All right. Here we go. Let's find something here. Otherwise, I'm going to have to pull out iDog again. I'm going to have to pull out iDog. I'm not going to lie. My now toddler, she has poached iDog from us. She finds the iDog extremely entertaining. So the iDog's up with her toys someplace. She loves that thing. All right. So who you guys, here's a good question. Who you guys buying low on right now from a fantasy football perspective? I'm sure a lot of you guys play fantasy football. Who through 2 weeks here are you trying to trade for? Who do you think is either going to pop or has started to pop and you think that they're still going to hit that next level, that big time ceiling? Caffrey, Sipe, Thomas, Miles Jack here on the disco, James Harrison. Come on, box, give us something good here. Pittman. What is this? Jared Dokes? I literally have never heard of that player before. Smith. Julio Jones. Julio Jones, yeah, that's definitely an interesting one. I mean, you know, oh, there's a Mac Jones new recruits. Dylan. All right, guys, find him. We won't talk fantasy football. John Taylor. Jeez, Cornell Powell for the Chiefs. Chiefs have been hitting a few discos here, but once again, definitely would like to see more than a new recruits Mac Jones there. That's just not going to do it for us. You said we want to learn, jeez. Yeah. I mean, from a card collecting perspective, I feel like Amon-Ra St. Brown is still pretty underpriced compared to his performance, right? So Amon-Ra is the only receiver in the history of the era. He's tied with one other person of having 8 games with like 8 straight games dating back to last year with so many receptions. I forget how many receptions it was. And he's doing that with Jared Goff as his quarterback, right? On a really young and upcoming Detroit Lions team. I mean, even when Jameson starts playing, I mean, we've seen in the past teams that support two wide receivers at the same time. Maybe not with Jared Goff, but Jared Goff's not going to be the quarterback of some Michael Parsons flying there. Going to be the quarterback of the Lions forever, right? So when that team's starting to be ready to compete, which may be as early as next year, they're going to be in the market for a quarterback. And then you have somebody not named Jared Goff thrown to Amon-Ra, and that's pretty crazy. Bateman's on the Ravens. Fantasy football works with you draft a team with your friends from players. So like you may take Jonathan Taylor as the first player, something like that, and then you accumulate points depending on how they perform on the field. It's like how many yards they get, if they get touchdowns, things like that. Steelers game was heartbreaking, Odess. I think that we have some major issues on offense, and I actually don't think it's Trubisky related. Christian Barmore there, geez, on the disco. I think that it's the play calling, to be honest with you. Like, there's no reason to not be throwing the ball downfield right now as the Steelers. Everybody knows we need to. Everybody knows it's an issue. But Trubisky's not Ben Roethlisberger. His arm isn't dead, right? And I just don't think that this play calling's doing it, to be honest with you. I think that Matt Canada had an interesting scheme coming in. There's a nice one, Odess, but it's not working out, right? So he needs to learn to adapt, but he's not adapting. The Steelers are seeing more 8-man boxes against them than any other team in the NFL. And it's not because they have an all-star running back. They do have a good running back, but it's not like Derrick Henry's running the ball, right? I mean, Najee Harris is good, but it's not like Derrick Henry's running the ball behind the Tennessee Titans offensive line. No, it's because the Steelers aren't throwing it downfield at all. And they have the offensive weapons to do so. There's really no reason for them not to be. Have the Steelers. Have you hit anything good yet? Xavier Rhodes, Prizm there. Yeah. As Leo said, we did hit a Najee rookie. Just a base rookie. But I actually got in on the Steelers in a 10 blaster box break recently, and because I'm a Steelers fan as well. Did not get a single Najee card, so you're doing better than me, but we'll see if we can find you something else here. But Odess, yeah, I think that that's the main problem right now. I think that the Jets sweeps are just bringing people into the box. I think Najee Harris is too gifted of a running back to not get him in space a little bit more often. Chase Claypool and Deontay Johnson and even George Pickens are way too talented to not stretch the field with them. So, yeah. Yeah, Leo, Hurts is looking really good right now. I don't think many people expected him to look this good. He's kind of having a Lamar Jackson-esque season of a few years ago where it's like, oh, he's kind of doing it all now. We knew he could run the ball, but like he's managing an offense and he actually is like throwing the ball kind of accurately. And he also has like a absolute stud wide receiver to throw it to in AJ Brown. So hoping for a Muth rookie. Nice. We can definitely try to find you a Muth rookie. There's the Deontay right there. But yeah, I think that Deontay Johnson is one of the most talented receivers in the National Football League. And it's just going to be so sad if we don't use him. I mean, honestly, he reminds me of A.J. Brown. With his talent, to be honest with you. A lot of people would look and think he would be a slot receiver because of his size and quickness, but he can get absurd separation when he's in spread, and he can make his hands and his catch radius are just absurd for how small he is, and just his body control, kind of like how AJ Brown was, which makes him a receiver that can actually do really well down the field. Stevenson rookie there. I did see that, Leo. He also had one that smacked off his hands for an interception. All right, guys, come on, give us another good rookie here. Ben Skowronek is not going to do it. All right, guys, 2 boxes left to go here. We still got some rookie QBs we need to find. Trey Lance is having himself a great break, but that is 1 of 5 QBs. We need to find some more. I know. Yeah, it always seems to happen that way, Leo. Always seems to happen that way. All right. I think I felt another patch there, guys. So might have another patch here. You guys still break Bowman. Leo, we did so much Bowman. so much Bowman. I think that everybody got a little sick of it in the Discord channel, but we do still have Bowman. So we will do Bowman here again shortly. We've got a few more hobby boxes of it left and a good many mega boxes. I think we're out of blasters, so we'll probably do some Bowman in the Discord channel here again. Maybe when Bowman Chrome comes out, we'll do some mixers or something like that, because those first Bowman cards in Bowman 2022 are just really, it's such a good class of players. There's a Toonie on the Disco. Ugh. Why are the Giants not using him? Patrick Peterson. There's a Mac Jones rookie. Let's go. Terrell Davis. Sorry. Sipe. Joey Bosa. Nelson Aguilar. We have a lot of people who like Bowman in the Discord channel, so we typically do a lot of Bowman in the Discord channel compared to going through eBay, right? Funk. Tremble. That Kids Reporter out of here. Menarez. Rookie card of Javonte Williams. Yeah, my man, definitely jump on in, and we definitely will do some more Bowman here. Elijah Moore. Here's our patch. It's going to be a Jalen Darden. Jalen Darden going to the Bucks, and then Sam Darnold's going to be our last card in that box. All right, guys, one more box left. Yeah, Mike and I are. Bowman's definitely our expertise. Mike and I, my brother Mike, really are huge Bowman fans. So we always try to have some on hand, and that's what we collect ourselves too. So we keep up to date on the players, and hopefully try to give good advice to everybody when they're buying into those breaks and stuff like that. As I kind of predicted, I had been saying this for months and months as we were breaking Bowman. Jackson Chourio and Ellie De La Cruz are going to end up being consensus top 15 prospects by the time the big organizations get around to re-ranking, and lo and behold, look, they are. So now their prices are up a little bit higher than when, people had the opportunity to buy them at the price they were. So, we talk about a lot of that stuff. People are very reactionary, right, when it comes to card collecting. So, maybe you'll see a clip on social media, it goes viral, and it's like, oh man, that guy just, hit a ball 500 feet or something like that. And it's like, his card price goes up. Or, a guy hits like 500, in double A for a 3-week stretch. Something like that, right? But, you don't want to be reactionary, right? Unless you really, really believe in the guy, you don't want to be reactionary. You want to be somebody who is looking, at metrics that are a little bit more predictive, right? Being reactionary is buying a player the day after he gets ranked by 3 major news sources as being like a top 15 consensus prospect, right? In the big league. Can you hit autos in Prizm? Dow, you can. It depends on I mean, you can in all formats. It's much, much harder in blasters. But honestly, it's hard in general, right? So even in a hobby box, you're looking at like a $1,500 box for 2 autos, right? Leo Bichette, Bo Bichette. Yeah, Bo Bichette had an interesting year this year, right? So he started off really slow, has heated up a little bit recently, but you know, the long-term trend of him is that he's a potential Hall of Fame player if he can keep producing at the level he's producing, right? On a team that can potentially win a World Series, you know, over these next few years while they're young and good, which definitely counts towards a player's value. I don't know if I would necessarily say he's somebody I think who's super undervalued, but I do think that he would be a super reasonable person, especially if you believe in the talent to go after. Fursker, there. Ward, Cousins, Seth Williams rookie card. There we go. Here we go. Here's a nice big hit. Zach Wilson on the disco. Congrats to the Jets. All right, let's see if we can find one more before we're done, guys, on our last box here. Falk. Fireworks of Jonathan Taylor. Jerome Bettis. Akeem Hicks. Wallace. And our last card is going to be Peppers. All right, guys, that's going to do it there. You know what, honestly, better than a lot of 10 blaster box breaks we have done. Prizm's tough, guys. Prizm's tough. But that's why the cards are good value. You know, on the resale market, the good news is all of the big hits we've got here, I don't see any clear and obvious issues with them as far as surface or corners go. But we did hit Trey Lance twice. Congrats to Odess for that, which was big. We hit Micah Parsons, Mac Jones, and Zach Wilson. And then we have a number of other smaller hits as well, but are still notable. We did make sure we got the Najee rookie in there. We got a Trevor Lawrence insert, which is not what we were looking for. I feel bad about the Trevor Lawrence spot. We got a Jamar Chase rookie patch, though, for the Bengals spot. Javonte Williams rookie patch. So, yeah, not terrible. What do I think of O'Neal Cruz? I am a Pirates fan. I think that O'Neal Cruz, if you are somebody who is looking to chase upside, right? So I think of like, if you're thinking about like the stock market, O'Neal Cruz is like that super risky tech startup, right? Has a wide range of outcomes. Could end up being somebody who is out of the league in a few years, or it could be somebody who is like, you know, an MVP, you know, competitor, right? That's realistically O'Neal Cruz's range of outcomes. He could like get in a slump and consistently have a 40% strikeout rate and end up being a bust at shortstop defensively and end up as like a sub 200 power hitter in the corner outfield. Or he could stay at shortstop, hit for average and absurd power, and be a 30-30 guy. Potentially a 50-30 guy. So, yeah. All right, guys. Hey, I really appreciate you guys being here. Did drop the Discord link one more time. Check us out in the Discord channel. Give us a follow down below. And like I said, if you're willing to subscribe, we also wouldn't mind about that. You can do it for free with your Amazon Prime account, which is pretty cool. And as always, more than welcome to check us out for future breaks, but also just to come hang out on the channel. We love just talking to you guys while we break. So you don't have to be in the break to join us and to talk some sports and to come hang out. So as always, appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of your Tuesday night here. And we will see you again next week, I think. We're not doing a break on Thursday because the Steelers play. So I think on Tuesday is our next break. So we'll see you guys then.